Hey guys, what's up? It's Z back with another video. Yay! Why is being South Asian so flippin' hard? It feels like a fever dream sometimes, especially living in like the West, in a Western society. And honestly, it makes me crash out like 24/7. Like, first of all, South Asians girls are the least attractive. Said who, you may ask? I don't know, maybe some 5'5", brown, messy, like really messy ice cream hair odd dude who's like 5'5", wearing cargo shorts and eating McDonald's chicken nuggets 24/7. That too. And also maybe pronounces non as non bread or chai as chai tea. I think some of y'all are aware that, especially literally all over social media, there are like guys that always like rank girls just solely based off their race. Okay, first of all, why are you rating girls based off their race? Like, hello? What happened to personalities? That's just a me thing, I think. But those rank South Asian girls last. Why? Because they're brown. Like, some of these girls are the most majestic beings I've ever seen. 2 out of 10. If my home girl is a 2 out of 10, I don't know who is like 4, bro. You know? You know. Okay, wait. Okay, like, it's not my problem that you're just not into glowy skin, um, dark, luxurious hair, thick eyebrows. You're just not into that. But you know what? That doesn't make sense because that just means y'all are racist. You know why? Sometimes these same guys that say that South Asians are like least will like snow bunnies. And obviously, like, if you don't like South Asian girls, like, just because of something else, like their personality or something, then that's completely fine. Like, if they're not your type, then that's fine. But like, just not liking someone just because of their race, like, okay, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, they're pretty, but like, she's Indian type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't cancel me, like, legit. But it's the same guys that look at snow bunnies who like put on a crazy amount of fake tan, so then they're like basically the near of this quote unquote average Indian girls, like same skin color, and then they would like choose the white girl over the brown girl. And obviously that's just stupid. It's called racism. Low key, it's giving. My colonizer ancestors would be so proud of me. You know what? Sometimes I think about this and I'm just like, dude, how are you not like into this, right? Like, it's like the most beautiful girl on the planet. She's like so smart and all that. And then I realized, wait a minute, low key, he wouldn't pull her in the first place. Why would a girl like that need a guy like you? If you know what I'm on, you know. I love you, South Asian girls. I swear, this has actually happened to me before because like someone like thought I wasn't South Asian and like they're like, oh, well, you're like really pretty, and then they're like, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, guess. And they said I was like half Korean, half American or something. I'm like, dude, no, I'm Pakistani. Immediately, he just walked away. The audacity. So yeah, I think y'all are just racist. Like, come on. It's like society is aging backwards, you know? So it feels like the 50s sometimes, the way that some people act. So can y'all just like, fix your attitudes? Okay, just be chill. We live in a society where like we all live as one, and it's not normalized to be racist anymore. At least I hope not. So like, come on, can't you just act like it? Can't you act like we're in 2025? Oh no, Charles left. Anyways, next point. Another thing that really like annoys me is that people assuming that you're smart just because you're brown. And I bet like the East Asians would also feel this as well. But like, y'all know what I'm saying. That's better. So like, I'm born with melanin, not some random gene that makes me a human calculator. Like, I don't think there's a gene that makes you naturally smart. Well, if there is, correct me, please. But like, how do you guys think that just because someone is Asian, or like any sort of Asian, like honestly, it happens to all Asians, like low key, just because you're Asian, you're smart? Like, I swear, I literally witnessed like some like people that are like have Asian in them. People won't include them in like school projects, and then the second that they find out they're Asian, they let them in the project. They like beg them to be in the project. Like, bro, I wouldn't even be surprised if they pull out a $50 bill and offer to them just to be in their group, just because they're Asian. And it's just like, just because someone is Asian doesn't mean they're exactly smart. Like, people have other talents as well. Like, everyone's like an individual like person, so everyone has their weaknesses and good stuff, you know? So it kind of annoys me, especially because then especially if you are smart as Asian, they'll only think that's the only thing good about you. Like, they don't recognize that, okay, you have talent, like maybe you can sing, play a sport really well, or maybe you're really good at debating. Who knows, right? And then the thing is, those people that include the kid in the group just because they're Asian and they think they're gonna do all the work and you guys are gonna get like an A, and if you guys get a B plus, then you're gonna be like, how? Like, we had this smart kid. How do you know they're a smart kid? Because of their race? Okay, sure, maybe it would be like considered like a positive stereotype that all Asians are like smart, like South Asians or East Asians or Arabs, that they're smart, right? But the thing is, stereotypes are still stereotypes, and even if they seem positive, they're still equally as harmful. Like, just imagine that there's like a South Asian kid that wasn't exactly like the smartest, right? Imagine how much it would hurt to them to like know that people think that all South Asians are smart when they're not. Wouldn't that make them like feel worthless, that they're not like a real South Asian? Have you guys ever thought about that? You know, it's messed up. And then the second you find out that someone may be not as smart as you expected, everyone's smart in their own ways, but like some people have more to them. Like, maybe they can write really good poetry, or they're again really good at sport, they can argue really well, they have all these other talents that make up for not being a human calculator. And sometimes y'all don't realize that, and I bet it really hurts to like know that you don't fit into a stereotype that people put on, even though it's supposed to be positive, you know? Third point, you're brown, so you must be smart, right? Girl, I'm born with melanin, not a calculator engraved in my brain. Some of y'all assume that Asians or like South Asians are like crazy smart. And low-key, not all of them are. Like, some of them are, but you know, not all. So like, just like imagine someone coming up to me and being like, oh, can you help me with the math homework? And I'm like, do you think I'm smart? And they're like, oh, but you're Asian, you're South Asian. Girl, I can barely do it myself. Go ask ChatGPT, low-key. Okay, yeah, sure. Like maybe I am considered smart or whatever. Like I've won awards. I get pretty decent grades. But I swear, one AI minus and an auntie probably thinks I'm on drugs, like low key. To be honest, like I remember this so clearly is that like I used to like not like to talk to people in like my old schools. And so then when there are like group projects, like no one would want to include me in their group because I wouldn't like talk to them. And I swear, the second that I mentioned I was South Asian or like I spoke like the slightest bit of Urdu, then everyone's like, oh my god, Zara should be our partner. She's gonna get us this A. Like, who said, like, they assume that just because of your race, you're gonna be like doing all the work and giving them like a good grade. My earring just fell. My culture is not a shortcut to an A on your report card. I swear. And then some people are like, if I've mentioned this to someone and they're like, oh, but it's a positive thing, like saying that someone is smart, that's a good thing. And I'm like, positive stereotypes are equally as harmful as a negative stereotype because because stereotypes never apply to the entire group of people. So like not all South Asians may be like super smart, you know? Like people are definitely smart in their own ways. But like school smart, not everyone is like a human calculator from South Asia. Like if you're not everyone can do crazy Python on coding or whatever, you know? And the thing is, like, some of y'all be like, okay, but why is it bad to say that all of this, like, these people are, like, smart just because y'all are South Asian? Because it doesn't apply to everyone. So just imagine, like, there's, like, a South Asian person that's, like, not as smart, like book smart. Like, maybe they're really smart or something, but, like, they're not book smart. So then you include them in a school project just because South Asians were smart or whatever, and you guys get a B plus. Then you're like, oh wait, but you're South Asian, you're supposed to be smart. And then they're like, I never told you that I was smart, right? And just like knowing that people think you're smart just because you're race may make you feel like that you're kind of an outcast to your people. Like you're not a real South Asian just because you're not a human calculator. So I think that some people just have to like educate themselves, be like, oh yeah, that's not right. You know? Low-key, it doesn't even matter because some people, they just like do the wrong thing even though they know it's wrong. Like, come on. Be so for real, bro. It's 2025. We have computers. We're supposed to have flying cars, bro. And y'all are like aging backward. Like we learn about this in school, y'all. Like pay attention to your teachers. Another struggle I find is that sometimes I feel too brown for the white kids but too white for the brownies, you know? You go to school and you're like, oh wait, I'm too South Asian. But then you go to a family wedding, oh wait, I'm not South Asian enough. I swear, especially like as a South Asian that lives in like a Western society, that's kind of an everyday occurrence, low key. Maybe your accent is too clear, your clothes are too Western, and you basically say bro every 5 seconds. Like, there's not enough you can do to make everyone completely satisfied with who you are. Like, I don't know if this is like related or whatever, but like, we were going to Kansas for Eid, and then we laid over in like a different city, and so our flight from here got delayed, and then when we landed in the other place, our flight, we missed it. It already took off by the time we landed. So thank God I had an aunt who lived in that city. So we went to my aunt's house just for that night. Next day, the flight to Kansas went out. So we went there, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna read Eid Namaz, and then we're gonna go to then we're gonna go to the airport and leave. So basically, I didn't even take out my Eid clothes. I low-key just wore an abaya over my airport clothes and just went for Jamar, like Eid prayer, because they're on the same day, honestly. So we went, and then when we were done praying, then we got a notification that our flight was delayed. So then my dad was like, okay, yeah, we can just like stay another hour. I'm like, dude. So like I was like, that's fine, right? It's chill. And my aunt brought up, oh yeah, my neighbor is having an Eid brunch. Bro, I did not want to go. I was wearing green cargo pants with like a white boat neck shirt and a Lululemon sweater underneath that turquoise abaya. But I still had to go. My mom forced me. So we walked over to the neighbor's house, and by that time I took off the abaya because I had to give it back to my cousin. It was my cousin's abaya. So we went to their house, and I was there in my airport clothes while everyone else was in shalwar kameez, like my cousins. They were looking so fire in their Eid kapde. And then I was like already smelling the comments like, oh wait, why aren't you wearing Eid kapde? So like I walk in, and they're like, hi Sophia, you look so beautiful. Hi Fatima, look amazing. So oh Zara, why are you wearing Pakistani clothes? Auntie, I'm going to the airport after this. मैं इसके बाद एयरपोर्ट जा रही हूँ. अच्छा, बट आप इतनी देर के लिए नहीं पहन सकती? नहीं आंटी, हम इसके बाद जा रहे हैं. And she's like, hi, and then you can like see like the judging glare. And then I was like, okay, it's just like this one auntie. 2 more aunties came and they asked me the exact same thing. Like, bro, oh, आपने सोफिया के जैसे कपड़े नहीं क्यों पहने? आपने फातिमा के जैसे क्यों कपड़े नहीं पहने? Leave me alone, bro. मैं एयरपोर्ट जा रही हूँ आंटी. अच्छा. Stop judging me, bro. I swear, South Asian aunties are like a whole different breed, bro. Charles Leclerc, come back. You need to. Anyways, I swear, like, I'm so glad, like, I'm still like a minor, but like, I always see like the aunties always pressuring and like judging like other girls in the community, like especially for like my cousin, like. They're always like, hey, when are you getting married? And she's like, oh, I'm working right now. And they're like, And they're all like finding husbands and like putting it in the group chat, and it's really funny. But it's funny to me right now, but then so I at some point I have to realize that it's probably gonna have to be me too when I'm older and not minor anymore. Like, I swear, I see these aunties go up to my cousins and they're all like, hey, how old are you? And then she'll be like, oh, I'm 22. And then the auntie, she would be like, oh, are you married yet? And she's like, oh, no, I'm not. And she's like, by the time I was your age, I was married and I had 5 bajillion kids. Oh. Honestly, I think that's the Daisy Cannon Girl event. I'm not excited for it. By that time, I'm going to Antarctica. Okay, but seriously, no one is like helping, and like we live in a society where everyone lives as one. You see South Asian people on this side of the road, Chinese here, white in front of you, black behind you. You see every sort of people imaginable. And we're still racist, and we're still, society's still moving backwards, and everyone is. So yeah, guys, be better. Thank you for listening to my rant. I hope you enjoyed the video. you know, to fill out the Google form so I can get more video ideas. That's low-key why I wasn't posting, because I had no ideas. And then join my Discord server, Z Real Ones, to be a certified real one. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your mom to subscribe. Because y'all, I'm your favorite South Asian girl now. Also, yeah, I got bangs like 2 days ago, and everyone keeps calling me an anime girl. Like, someone said I look like Yumiko from Kakegurui. I don't see it, but like, please subscribe. Subscribe. Let me be your favorite South Asian girl, you know. Anyways, have a good day. Stay real. Stay safe. Subscribe. Join the Discord server. Fill the Google form. And I'll see you the next time. Good.